Now another numerical and projectile motion that was asked in JEE Advanced 2013. Now look at the question and the diagram at the same time. Uh, a particle of mass m, here this one written in green, is projected from ground with an initial speed u. This is projected with initial speed u at an angle alpha. This angle is alpha with the horizontal. At the highest point of its trajectory, this is the trajectory, this is the highest point. At the highest point here, it makes a complete inelastic collision with another identical particle which was thrown vertically upward from the ground with the same initial velocity u. When this one reaches here, there is another particle of the same mass m, same m. This is written in black. This is also projected with the same velocity u. This u is same thing as this u. The values are same. But the direction is not same, therefore it is same speed. I should write here speed. This arrives here, and both of them have a complete inelastic collision. That is, after collision they stick together and become a single mass, m plus m 2m. The angle that the composite system makes with the horizontal immediately after collision. When this mass arrives here and this mass, which was also projected with the same speed u as this, they meet here with inelastic collision perfectly. Therefore, they stick together. Total mass becomes 2m, and that total mass is moving with some velocity which we don't know, and we'll calculate that. And let us see what angle that composite mass makes with the horizontal. Now, it's very simple. To apply, we have to apply the conservation of linear momentum at the highest point A. Look, this angle is given alpha, this is u, so this horizontal component is u cos alpha, this horizontal vertical component is u sin alpha, and this is h. Now, as we know in projectile motion, as this projectile goes up, this gradually decreases, becomes 0 here, and here we are only left with u cos alpha, that is to this side. This m has a velocity at this point to this direction along positive axis u cos alpha. So its momentum will be its mass into velocity m u cos alpha, which I will explain in the next page. Now what about this? When this m, written in black, when it arrives at A, covering a vertical height h against the acceleration due to gravity, let us see what will be its velocity at A. Now what will be its velocity at A? Now look, what will be its velocity at A? Now look, we know this was the expression for maximum height, u square sine square theta over 2g, where theta was the angle made with the horizontal. But here it is given as alpha, so we have to replace theta with alpha. So this maximum height from here to here, from B to A, will be h will be equal to u square sine square alpha over 2g. In place of theta, I write alpha. Let v is the velocity of the particle projected from B when it reaches A. This m, which is projected vertically upward, let its velocity here is v to this side. Now how much will be this? How much will be this v? Using expression v square minus u square is 2as. Final velocity square minus initial velocity square is equal to 2 times acceleration into vertical displacement. V square remains v square. This u square is same u square because it is projected with the same speed u as this. 2, it is going up, so A is equal to minus g, and it has to travel a vertical height, and this capital H, which is equal to this much. So for h, I substitute this. So minus comes here, minus 2gh. So 2g cancels. So I am left with minus u square sine square alpha, minus u square sine square alpha. So u square is negative here. I take it to the right hand side. So I am left with v square is equal to u square minus u square sine square alpha. I take u square common. So I am left with 1 minus sine square alpha. And this is nothing but cos square alpha. This is nothing but a cos square alpha. So v square is u square cos square alpha. Taking square root on this side and square root on this side, v is u cos alpha. So this mass m written in black, which moves up at the point A, it has a velocity to this side v, that is also u cos alpha. That is, with whatever velocity this mass arrives here along x-axis u cos alpha, this also arrives here with the same velocity v is equal to u cos alpha. Now now apply conservation of momentum. So just before collision, the momentum at A, what is the momentum here? This mass moving to this side will have a momentum a mu cos alpha. This mass moving to this side will have a momentum m into v. This is along x-axis, this is along y-axis, and for x-axis we have the vector I cap, for y-axis we have the vector j cap. So a mu cos alpha I cap along x-axis, a mu cos alpha along x-axis, cos alpha along x-axis, and mv, m into this v we have just found out, that is also u cos alpha, mv, that is equal to mu cos alpha along y-axis. So the total momentum is this plus this, that is equal to mu cos alpha I cap plus mu cos alpha j cap. Make it equation 3. So this was the total momentum. Since I am using the unit vectors, I have just, so this is a vector addition, this much along x-axis, this much along y-axis. Now complete inelastic collision implies both masses stick together after collision. So now the mass is m plus m becomes 2m. Now let that 2m mass which is after collision at A is moving, that 2m is suppose moving to this side, which we don't know with what angle, that we have to find out, with a velocity v1. Let this 2m is moving with a velocity v1 making angle theta with the horizontal at A. This 2m is moving with a velocity v1 making angle theta with the horizontal. So if the velocity is v1 and mass is 2m, the momentum to this side will be 2m v1. And we assumed this angle is theta, that is to be calculated. So this will be component of this momentum, that is 2m v1 cos theta I cap, because it is along x-axis, and this will be 2m v1 sin theta j cap, because it is along y-axis. Therefore, after collision, the total momentum is this value plus this value, that is 2m v1 cos theta I cap plus 2m v1 sin theta j cap. That is equation 4. So this is the total momentum after collision, and this was your total momentum, that is equation 3, before collision. So according to the principle of conservation of momentum, both have to be equal. So from 3 and 4 I make them equal. So from 3 and 4 I make them equal, means this, that is from here to here, is same thing as this. This was equation 3. Now if they are equal, the I component will be equal to the I component and the j component will be equal to the j component. This term will be equal to this term and this term will be equal to this term. So let us equate them. So 2m v1 cos theta I cap will be equal to mu cos alpha I cap. This gives mm cancels, I cap cancels. So cos theta remains here. 2v1 goes to this side. So is u cos alpha over 2v1. Then the j components will also be equal. Then only the left hand side will be equal to the right hand side. So therefore this is equal to this. So therefore this is equal to this. So that is 2mv1. 2mv1 sin theta j cap is equal to mu cos alpha j cap. Cancels, j cancels. So I am left with sin theta on this side. I take 2v1 to the other side. So it becomes u cos alpha over 2v1. So now I know cos theta. Now I know sin theta. Therefore tan theta is equal to sin theta over cos theta. And sin theta is same thing as cos theta. So they are equal. So they cancels. So the result is 1. And where do we get 1? In the trigonometric table tan theta. Therefore theta is 45 degree. That is same thing as saying pi by 4 radian. So the composite mass, after when the two masses combine at A and they move in a direction making angle theta with horizontal, then that value theta comes out to be 45 degree. Then that theta comes out to be 45 degree.